Identify the parts of the hydrologic cycle. This goes back to 5th grade perhaps, where you have evaporation, where the water goes from the liquid form to the gaseous form. As that water rises, we have low pressure down here. Low pressure always rises. And as it goes higher in the troposphere, it gets colder and colder. And cold air can't hang on to moisture as well as warm air can. And so it'll get colder and colder, and it'll reach this magic number called the dew point. That's where the temperature reaches a point where the air it's cold enough it can't hang on to that moisture. It's completely saturated, and it will condense. It wrings it out like a wet rag that can't hang on to the water, and you'll form a cloud. So this is condensation. That cloud is now water droplets. It's liquid water again. It's not water vapor. If you can see it, it's liquid water. It's like if you go to Busch Gardens and they have the mister around there, that very fine droplets of mist. The rising air keeps those little water droplets suspended up above until they bounce into each other and they get large enough where they can overcome the rising air, and that's where it falls back down to the ground as precipitation. The stronger the uplift of the winds, the bigger the raindrops have to get before they fall back down to the ground. So we have precipitation. Over here, plants do this thing called transpiration. And so that's part of the photosynthesis process. That's where it puts it back into the atmosphere as well. It pulls water out of the ground. And there's one more here. A lot of times they say runoff going back to the oceans, but actually most of the water infiltrates into the ground, or they call it percolation. I have infiltration down here, but it could be either one of those terms. And it infiltrates or percolates down into the groundwater, but it still wants to make its way back to the ocean as well.